there is silence. And that silence can feel like emptiness, loneliness. Did I just mess everything up? So people assume letting go isn't working. But that silence isn't loss, it's withdrawal. You're withdrawing from a pattern that kept your nervous system busy for years. Chasing wasn't love, it was regulation. Here is the truth. Chasing gave you moment, hope, purpose, maybe adrenaline. Every text, every reply, every almost connection. Your body got used to that emotional stimulation. So when you stop, your system goes, something is wrong, but nothing is wrong. You are just no longer feeding the loop. And this is where the real shift begins. Most people think attraction is confidence, but it's not. Attraction responds to regulation. A regulated person breathes slower, moves with presence, doesn't rush outcomes, and doesn't collapse emotionally. The body picks up on that instantly. You can say nothing, and people feel this person is grounded. That's magnetism, not performance, not strategy, safety. This is why training your body changes attraction. Building something meaningful changes attraction. Creating, moving, laughing changes attraction. Not because it makes you better, but because it anchors you back into yourself. You are no longer floating emotionally about other people's reaction. You have weight, presence, gravity, and people can feel that. This is the most important part of the video. Chasing comes from one identity. I hope they choose me. Attraction comes from another. I am choosing. Not arrogantly, calmly. You start asking, do I actually like how that feels in my body? And that question alone changes everything. Let's be very clear. Detachment does not mean you stop loving, you become cold, or you pretend not to care. Detachment means you stop forcing, you stop trying to control outcomes. You stay open, but rooted. You care without collapsing. That's power. Here's the paradox. The moment you pull back, not emotionally cold, but energetically grounded, people feel space. And in that space, people feel you, not your need and not your pressure, but your presence. And suddenly, they lean in, not because you tried, but because you stopped trying. This isn't about waiting 3 days to reply, playing games, or acting indifferent. That's still chasing, just sneakier. This is about who you believe you are without validation. Because attraction always follows identity. Always. So, what do you actually do? You live a life that reinforces your worth daily. You train your body. You build something meaningful. Create, move, laugh. Commit to joy. Not to attract anyone, but because this is how a full life feels. And attraction becomes a byproduct of that. And here is where this gets bigger than dating. Because the same identity that attracts love attracts also opportunities, money, creative flow, and peace. When you stop needing life to complete you, life responds very differently. In the next video, I will show you how the same shift applies to abundance itself, Not chasing love, not chasing success, but becoming someone who naturally receives. You don't attract by effort, you attract by embodiment. And the moment you stop chasing, you finally arrive.